my own life and started writing about imaginary lives. The song is called Joe's Tree. We were following a truck on the highway. It was carrying the bones of an ancient tree. That tree had blown down in a storm yesterday. For years it had watched over one family. It was planted by a father one bright Kentucky morn. On that fine spring morning his son Joe was born. Proud Papa would sit on the porch with young Joe on his knee and say to him, "You know, my son, that is your tree." The boy and the tree grew up together. Joe guarded it as he watched it grow. With his help it survived Kentucky weather. Through the years it seemed the tree was watching over Joe. When he married at age 22, his dad gave him the farm. He sat underneath the tree with Jenny in his arms. Then the doctor gave them news that twins were on the way. She had a son and daughter on the 31st of May. The tree stretched its branches over Joe's family like a guardian angel, watching over all, protecting them from every little tragedy. Now in full maturity, more than 70 feet tall, Joe made a swing for his grandchildren tied to a stout limb. It was a happy time when they'd come to visit him. Yet another generation was to play upon that swing when Joe's grandkids brought their own kids and came a-visiting. The tree didn't fall the same day that Joe died, though in years to come people may remember otherwise. The youngest great-grandchild was sure it cried. Winter's wind through the tree's branches breathed mournful sighs. Jenny moved away to town to live her last years out. The house stood empty now, only ghosts walked about. One day there was a monster storm with lightning, rain, and wind. That was how Joe's mighty tree met its final end.
Lips aren't matching the song.
Developers bought the land.
His lips aren't matching the song.
They knocked down everything in sight to build their little boxes. Neither Joe nor his tree lived to see that. Three sure things in this world are development, death, and taxes. Well, I'm actually a bit older than the baby boom generation. My wife Sue is of the baby boom. She's a baby boomer.
Ooh, Robin the Cradle.
But, as that generation starts growing into its 60s, the term old is going to be redefined. It's already beginning to be redefined. So this song is called Acting Our Age.